If you aren't sure how to pick a niche market, or you're not sure if you picked the right one, because maybe you're not making as much money as you'd like, then you're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end, because I will show you exactly how to pick the most profitable niche market for your business. And I'm going to do it using a 1,000-year-old Japanese philosophy. And believe it or not, if you follow my step-by-step guidance, you'll find this 1,000-year-old technology works today in a modern internet business. And if you do it correctly, you will find the perfect niche market that will make you the maximum amount of profit. And more importantly, it will ensure that you have success. Because I can hand you a niche market that might be great for me, but it might be terrible for you. Because you see, picking a random niche without a lot of thought can lead to wasted time and money. And you may not have the skills, the passion, or the vision to stick with just any old niche market. And you should know that if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to be in it for the long haul. So what ends up happening is people pick the wrong niches, even if they're somewhat profitable, and eventually they jump ship and they hop from one niche market to the other niche market, one after the other, and then none of them work out. So the solution is applying a framework called Ikigai. And Ikigai is a Japanese concept that refers to someone's passion, that thing that gives you joy and meaning in your life. Specifically, it's where the intersection, where four things, I don't have four sets of hands, but there we go, where four things intersect and come together is how you find the perfect niche market. Because it's not just all about passion either. In fact, you can be in a market that you're not passionate about when you follow these steps and do them properly. But let me explain. What you're going to do is we're going to take a look and you're going to see, number one, what are you good at? Number two, what do you actually enjoy doing? Number three is, what does the world need right now? Number four, finally, is what can you get paid to do? Now, imagine if you could have all four of those things in one business. That's the dream. Don't we all want to make money doing what we love? That's what I'm doing today, and I enjoy it. I love making a difference in the lives of entrepreneurs and in their businesses. And because of that, I can work hard. I can enjoy what I do even when I'm facing adversity. This is the visual representation of Ikigai. And it's by trying to find this perfect spot in the middle is how you pick the perfect niche market. Now, in Japanese philosophy and in Japanese culture, they talk about this middle spot being the ideal place to have a career. But it really fits even better to the perfect niche, the perfect topic for your business, the perfect topic for your courses and so forth. I'm not saying you have to go into a market that you're in love with, but it's where you balance these things together. Because if there's a market that you just absolutely love to do, or you love to teach, or you know a lot about, but there's no need for it and people aren't willing to pay for it, you're going to find a troublesome experience in trying to build that business. I've seen people do it. They start out passionate, excited, they're ready to go, and that passion fades as they start to stack up losses because they can't sell the product that they want to sell, or the training or the course that they're trying to sell. Eventually they get frustrated and they come away bitter at the end. And the other side of this coin is if you go after only something that people are willing to pay you for, right? What you can be paid for, and you just surf the latest trend, you can get paid a lot of money, but it feels hollow. And I can tell you this from personal experiences in niches I've been in the past, where I've been in wildly lucrative niche markets, and I just kept finding myself wanting not to work. I didn't have the passion. And I literally have closed $1-million businesses because of this. There's an example of picking just when you consider just one of those 4 points of Ikigai. So how do we apply this Japanese philosophy to finding your niche market? Now, we want to find the most profitable niche markets that are tailored to you and who you are. And when your niche aligns with the 4 elements of Ikigai, you gain purpose, prosperity, and satisfaction. So Ikigai gives you a strategic model to uncover money-making niche ideas that will also fulfill you as a person. Take a look at circle number 1 here. That's what you're good at. So we're all good at something. Maybe you're a great designer, or you're good at writing or playing the piano. Could be just about anything in life that you could be skilled at. So for this circle, you want to write down at least 10 things that you are good at. So spend some time, write down 10 things that you're good at. If you can't think of anything, ask yourself a couple of questions. You can just think, what do people say? What do they tell you you're good at? Even if maybe you feel a little self-conscious and you maybe not totally agree with them, but what do people tell you you're good at? And put that on the list. Next, what things do you look back on and say, I'm proud of that? So are there things in life that you have accomplished that you're proud of? Well, those are things you should put on the list. Then move on to circle number 2, and that's what you enjoy doing. And what do you love doing? You can figure that out by asking yourself a couple of questions. First, what could you talk about nonstop for an hour? Question 2, if you had an entirely free day with no obligations, how would you choose to spend it? 3, if you won the lottery tomorrow and money was no object, what would your dream job be? So think about it and write down 10 things that you love doing. And then circle 3, which is what the world needs. So we're going to write down 10 things that the world is looking for right now. The most profitable businesses work because they solve problems that people want solved, or they help people achieve goals that they want to achieve. So these must be things that people are willing to pay for, and they're willing to pay for it. And you know that because it's happening in the marketplace already. There's proof that people are paying for it. So think about what is causing people's problems. And there are tools out there. So there's a tool, it's a site called Answer the Public. You can go there to dig and find out what questions people are asking. There's also a site called Quora. You can look as well. But go to those places and take a look at the questions that people are asking. And then finally, we have circle 4. And that is, what can you get paid for? Now we want to look and see which of these things can we actually get paid for. Because truth is, money flows towards attention. And one way to tell what people are paying attention to is with keyword tools. So you can use tools like Mangools and look around and you can see what search terms are grabbing people's attention. So after doing some research, write down at least 10 things that you can get paid money to do. Don't be afraid of competition, especially for this exercise. Just take a look and see, are people already selling these things successfully? So now, after writing down your answers to all 4 of these Ikigai circles, you should be looking for where there is overlap. When you can find the magic combination of all 4, you've got it. Now, you may not find the perfect one. You find the niche on your list that is the best combination of those things. Obviously, an important one is it's something that people have to be willing to be paid for. But the rest is kind of a gray area. And so you can take a blend. It might be something that you're just kind of you're interested in it. You don't absolutely love it, but you're really good at it. That might be enough, especially if you find out people need it and they're willing to pay for it. It's in the overlap of these concepts is where your perfect niche market is. And that's if you found your Ikigai on the first try. Truth is, finding your Ikigai is a lifelong process of experimentation and research. Most people will revisit this exercise and re-look at it multiple times before they find the perfect Ikigai for themselves. In this process, you might have also learned something new about yourself or the niche market you're going to pick that completely changes the way you view this whole thing. But what I want to do real quick is also show you how you can use tools like ChatGPT to help you find your Ikigai. So let's say you made your list at the beginning and you obviously should know what you love, you should know what you're good at, and you should be able to do some research on what the world needs. But one place where people sometimes struggle is in what the world will pay for. And so I'm going to show you a quick little exercise you can do with ChatGPT that will actually answer that question for you. And here's the first prompt that we are going to use. And I'll read it aloud before we use it here. But it's, you're an expert in business and market research. Please help me use the concept of Ikigai to find a new business market that I could earn substantial profit in. I need you to evaluate my list and help me come up with what you can be paid for part of the concept. here's a list of the other 3 points of Ikigai that relate to me. So let's copy that. We'll go to ChatGPT. Just for fun with the live audience, pop in here and tell me what are some things that you love. Okay, good. We have playing music. So we'll put that in there. Travel. Okay, that's a good one. Helping people earn extra income. Trading the markets. Okay, I'm going to put that in. And that's enough for this one. Now, what are some things the world needs? Well, I just happen to know that people need better health, more wealth, and I'm going to say great relationships. And this is pretty generic. Then what are you good at? Here's one is golf, help, improving relationships. I'm going to go with this. So we're just going to submit this and we're going to get a mishmash of responses from the audience. But let's see what ChatGPT has to say. So the thing that is pretty cool is that ChatGPT is familiar with this concept. It knows Ikigai and it knows how to apply it. We have a second prompt that we're going to be following up with. And that is, now help me expand this for use in a digital online course business. And you can change this portion right here. You can change into whatever kind of business you're interested in making. So ChatGPT is still talking. It's interesting. See, it's giving us ideas for each niche. It's giving us the market viability about whether people are interested in paying for it. It's pretty cool. And then here it's even giving us next steps. This is what we might consider. When it's all done, we're going to paste that follow-up prompt in the same window. It must be in the same window. And we're saying, now help me expand this for use in whatever kind of business you want. I'd like to sell access to an e-learning course. Please use the above and my Ikigai information to guide me on 7 possible courses I could create. You can modify this a little bit depending on if you're trying to do a different thing than an e-learning course or a digital online business. So just explain a little bit about what kind of business you're trying to create and then submit it. For this, I recommend using GPT-4. It gives you the best results. Music-infused self-help and motivation. That's interesting. Holistic wealth building, beyond finances. Travel hacking, that's kind of cool. Make the world your classroom. I like the sound of that. That's kind of cool. Creating and managing wealth in relationships. The entrepreneurial musician, monetizing your passion. It's funny, there's a market I've been looking at lately, which is people teaching musicians how to use social media and YouTube. So that actually fits that. It's a market I've actually been studying. So there you go. So this is a phenomenal tool. Think of ChatGPT as like your consultant for Ikigai. And then you just chat with it from this point. We can continue to ask it questions about, are there any other ideas related to music that it could tell you? And it will just give you a new list and it'll guide you. Each thing you can ask it, prompt it further, and have a little discussion. When I'm sitting across from someone and I get a chance to communicate my ideas and someone listens to me and gives me like some counter thoughts and counter ideas, it helps my own thinking. Like it does something magical to my thinking to have another person to be able to have an exchange of ideas. And you can actually let ChatGPT kind of be that other person to bounce that two-way back and forth. And you can ask it opinions and ideas and for data by experimenting with the concept of Ikigai mixed with a little bit of AI. You will find the perfect niche market and you will make the optimum amount of profit combined with being fulfilled. And the most important part is you'll be able to stick with it for the long haul. Building a successful digital business is not easy. It does take persistence. It does take being willing to face adversity. You're going to have problems. You're going to have tech issues. You're going to have marketing issues. And you're going to have to solve these things, persist, and keep moving forward. That's the true path to success. So hopefully this content was useful. If it was, you'll see down below, hit that like button and give the channel a subscription. We're releasing content all the time, all throughout the week. I release the best content on building a business online, whether you want to grow an existing business that you have or you're trying to start a new one, and we'll see you next time. So for those of you who are not yet a Push Button AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with Push Button AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, Push Button AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our Push Button AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.